everyone, this is Matt. Welcome to our coverage of E3 2013. I'm here with Phil.
Hello again.
And we're talking about the big N today, Nintendo.
The big N.
They don't have a press conference this year, Phil. They're just going to do a Nintendo Direct.
Oh,
a little 1 hour live stream, and then they're going to do a panel about Pokemon X and Y.
It's going to have a man staring at a banana again.
Well,
that won't be one of my predictions.
maybe.
I doubt they will, but I'd like to see that man come back. That Japanese man.
That might be interesting. I like bananas. Okay,
Awesome.
So in this series, we predict our 5 kind of what we think might happen at the press conference, and as we have Sony and Microsoft going later today, we did those yesterday. So if you missed those, go check those out. But today we're going to talk about Nintendo and what we're going to see in their Direct in tomorrow morning. So my first prediction is that a new Mario game is going to be unveiled, it's going to be announced, and it's going to be called Mario Universe. Huh?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know if they would go with that, but maybe.
I think it's the best name. It'd be like the step up from Galaxy. Everyone on like Reddit and NeoGAF, everyone's talking about it. That would be probably the best name for it. And I wholeheartedly agree that if Nintendo don't go with Universe, it is a lost opportunity for them, a very big missed opportunity, because it's going to be amazing if they do that.
It will be a missed opportunity, and that's why I think they will not do it. Because every time we think this would be great, companies like this usually go, nope, and just do something else.
True.
Okay, well, that is also partially one of my predictions, but I'll go into that later. My first prediction for this is that we will see some Zelda gameplay, but I am not being specific as to which game.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet, because one of my later predictions is very similar, a little tiny bit more refined, but they've already announced that they're going to be showing more of the Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD there, and maybe, if we're lucky little blighters, we might see some Zelda HD, the new Wii U game that they've been working on, but that will most probably not come out this year, so maybe they won't show that.
Well, I don't know which one we'll get, but I definitely think we'll see some kind of Zelda action going on our screens in terms of gameplay, and not just a trailer, I think, so...
So this is my next prediction is either for the Direct or the Pokemon panel afterwards. These all are, but this is my Pokemon specific 3DS prediction. That is, a new type will be introduced for Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. Yeah. Now, the big bet for this is Fairy type. That's probably might be what happens. That's the big leak at the moment, that it might be Fairy type, and if it is, I'm okay with it. I mean, it would make a little bit of sense. And I'm really looking forward to Pokemon X and Y. I'm a Pokemon fan, so let's see what else they have to announce.
I'm not very versed in Pokemon terms, but that all sounds very specific, so I think we'll... I feel like I might get a point then.
you may not play as much as much Pokemon as I do, but you did dabble in PokeMMO with this.
Yeah, I did do, and
I
I have started to slowly crawl my way back to it since I was a kid, so... I'll get there probably. I might understand. This may affect me down the road, I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Well, my second prediction is, as I said earlier, reflective of Matt's first one, that there will be a Mario game announced. I'm not saying what kind of thing it is, because I really want to get a point on Nintendo.
Okay.
I'm playing this as a strong strategy game. I know not very much as Nintendo as you do, so I'm being very vague with most of my stuff.
Okay.
But Mario game will be announced in some capacity. If I was to give it a little bit of bonus but not hold it to the point, I would say maybe some kind of Mario Karts for the Wii U. But I'm just going to go with Mario in general.
I can almost promise you there will be Mario at the Nintendo Direct.
Yes, there will be Mario at Nintendo Conference. It was the easiest point ever earned in any of these games ever.
I think we should just give you it now.
Yeah, just give me the point now.
I'll throw you this weighted pressure plate and this compass.
But okay, yay.
I threw you a weighted pressure plate and a compass. That's your point.
Thank you very much. I will
store this. Have a stick as well. There's your stick.
I get a stick? Okay, brilliant.
I'm just throwing things at you now.
I feel abused here. But yeah, I'm going to gamble a little bit later on, but what's your third prediction, sir?
My third prediction is very similar to what you said at the beginning, which is that we'll see gameplay for Zelda, but I'm being a little bit more specific. I'm saying we will see gameplay for The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Just specifically that game.
Okay. So we're probably potentially both getting points on all of these, and it seems as though we've copied each other's lists at this point.
Us?
Yeah, no.
What are you Don't do
Well,
that.
my third one, I think they're going to do very big on pushing Wii U multiplayer in some capacity, because I feel like it's something that they've not held much capacity for other than like local multiplayer, which I'm going to be honest, I've not enjoyed as much. I mean, there's been a couple of games that have been good, but you know, they've not done enough with it. So I think they're going to try and put an online presence on there with multiplayer for the Wii U.
That's interesting. I'd like to see them do that. I think that's one
Because
real
quite now there's
big thing missing.
nothing. But and
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
think if they did do that, they could actually push a lot more Wii U sales. Actually, probably.
Yeah. Okay,
Maybe.
so my fourth prediction is, as we know, this is already confirmed that Super Smash Bros. Is going to be there in somewhere, new Super Smash Bros. I think, other than just seeing that, we'll see a new character that has not been in the previous games revealed at the Nintendo Direct for Super Smash Bros.
Okay, that would be quite cool to see. I mean, it's definitely going to be looking good to get some stuff out there for it.
Yeah.
Get some excitement and hype up. Well, in terms of getting some excitement and some hype up, segue into my one.
Oh.
I predict that we will see the Reginator, Mr. Reggie, coming online with the Wii U and doing some hands-on demos of some new thing.
Is he gonna step up to the screen, get really close, and go, "My body is ready"?
I
and
do
then, like,
hope so.
start dancing?
Reggie is the best thing about these like live streams and stuff like that.
The Nintendo
So,
stuff, he's hilarious.
I hope to see some Reginator action. I mean, I don't know, it's not a conference thing anymore, it's just a live stream, but I still think Reggie's presence is required for Nintendo to do well. So,
Okay. Right.
Reginator is my fourth prediction.
My final one, and kind of bold, but kind of not, is that Retro Studios, the guys behind the Metroid Prime series and Donkey Kong Country Returns, they're going to show their new game they're working on. And here's my big bet.
Ooh.
It is not a new Metroid game. It is something else.
So a brand new LP coming out from that studio.
I don't think it's brand new, but I think it could be a brand new thing, or it might just be a rebirth of another old Nintendo franchise.
Well, it'd be nice to see anyway. Nice to
Yeah,
get
I
more
love
than
Retro
just Mario
Studios.
and Zelda on the field.
Yeah. I mean, Retro Studios know what they're doing, so whenever they're going to reveal something, it's going to be some pretty big, important stuff.
Well, my last one, and it's very much kind of similar to one I said for the Sony one. I think they're going to go and talk about how the 3DS and the Wii U are going to be a little bit more interconnectable and work together a little more. I think that's, considering we don't think there's going to be another handheld coming out, and the Wii U's pretty much here to stay, I think they're going to try and make something for making them both work. So maybe encourage people who've only got one to maybe get the other. I'm not sure.
Interesting. I'd definitely like some sort of more harmony between the two, because right now you have different user accounts and things, which is kind of different from how Sony do it, because you kind of have some sort of harmony between your PSN accounts. But right now you're using completely different things with Nintendo, and I'd really like those to be kind of tied together a little bit more than what we have right now.
It does feel as though if you do have both, you're not really rewarded as much for having both in terms of profile. You do have to do things twice, and it's all, So it's
one thing I will say about Nintendo though is they're not as shy as Microsoft are about giving things away for free. I mean, Sony do it every single month with PS Plus, but Nintendo gave away recently, if you bought 3 of their games, I think you got the 4th free. So I actually picked up Fire Emblem, what else did I pick up? Luigi's Mansion and Pokemon Gates to Infinity, and I actually got Animal Crossing New Leaf for free. So that's a pretty good deal for the 3DS. That's a really, really good deal.
And it's nice to see deals like that coming out straight from Nintendo as well, rather than just relying on retailers and stuff like that to do it. It's kind of nice for them to push that on their own front and make their own profits go up a little bit more.
It's interesting. I think Nintendo have got a lot to gain and slightly a lot to lose, I suppose, but not as much as I would say Sony or Microsoft do with what they have to show and tell us. Nintendo have already got their console out, so they're really going to be focused on the games and just trying to gain more trust with the gamers and showing them what games are going to be coming in 2013 and beyond, no doubt.
I think they really need to. This is the year where they pretty much say, those of you who did buy a Wii U day one, this is where your reward starts coming back in now. Because there are a lot of people out there that feel cheated for investing in it so far. And
it's sat there. I've played Super Metroid on it, which is a Super Nintendo game. That's all I've played on it in about a month.
I sold mine not that long ago because I wasn't using it anymore. So I decided I'm not just going to let it sit there on the hopes and dreams of Nintendo finally giving me something. I'll put some money aside. And that money's actually going towards either an Xbox One or a PS4. So
Let's
guess,
see who sells you the most at
Yeah.
E3, eh? Let's see.
We'll see which one wins me over.
Maybe in our conclusion video later next week, you can tell us exactly what console you're going to be getting day one.
Yeah, maybe not. I'll see.
Maybe.
I may hold out a little longer on my final decision, but both are still in the lead in the race right now. So
Cool. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this, and don't forget the Microsoft press conference starts at around 5 o'clock UK time tonight. That's the pre-show, and the Sony one is at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we also have EA and Ubisoft in between those. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next video, which is going to come out just a little bit later today. And that's we're going to talk about third parties. So tune in for that, our last prediction show of E3 2013.
we'll see you then.